There we go. I wasn't on the screen. Anyway, hey everybody. Now I'm here. Hey, doing my weekly reflection. Um, just sharing some thoughts, things I've been pondering this week. And this week I've been pondering a poem that I learned. A friend shared with me. Well, he shared with a whole group of people. I just happened to be in the crowd. But during a teaching he was giving on addressing hot button issues on his college campus at a campus ministry conference that I was a part of that year, quite a few years ago now. But I think about this poem often since that time, and it's by Robert Frost, "A Time to Talk." And it says, "When a friend calls to me from the road and slows his horse to a meaning walk, I don't stand still and look around on all the hills I haven't hoed and shout from where I am, 'What is it?' No, not as there is time to talk. I thrust my hoe in the mellow ground, blade end up 5 feet tall, and plod I go up to the stone wall for a friendly visit." And I think it's, um, like I mentioned in the notes or in the description, we kind of come to this age where we have a hard time having meaningful conversations with people about a lot of issues. And again, when I first heard this poem, it was in the context of the need for meaningful conversations about a lot of things that we consider hot button issues, and needing to, instead of yelling from afar, "Hey, what about this?" instead to just go up and talk with people and just sit down and chat about stuff. And there's really an importance to that. Um, and unfortunately, these type of conversations are not common, especially when it comes to those more hot button issues and those controversial issues that we see happening in the media and social media and around us all the time these days. And instead, we just kind of throw out some talking points and some tweets. And probably part of it is we're just so busy. We're too busy to have real conversations. We don't create enough margin in our lives to be able to have sensitive conversations with people about challenging things and things that really are important, but they require a little bit more deliberate thoughtfulness. And as I was thinking about this, I was also thinking about God's desire that we take a posture of conversation and that we slow down our lives so that we can have conversations with people about things that are challenging sometimes, instead of just, quoting off posting a Bible verse or quoting a favorite preacher that we somehow think will show them the truth quickly, and things like that. And I was thinking of what Paul writes to the Colossians, in his book, and I'm actually reading from the First Nation version, because I kind of like the way they put these two verses in here. It's Colossians 4:5-6. "Use great wisdom as you walk among those who are not yet part of the sacred family. Make full use of every opportunity as you represent our honored chief. Think before you speak, and let your words be clear. Then, like salt that brings out the good flavor, you will know how to give each person the right answer." And in a lot of the versions, it says it says to speak in a way that is gracious. And I think when we learn to speak graciously with people, and we take the time to have conversations and listen to them and hear their perspective as we are seeking to still be faithful to what we see as true, we can really have good conversations about stuff, and we can see things change proactively. It's like, that part where it says it's like salt that brings out good flavor. When you add salt to food, and it just kind of brings the flavor out. It's not about the salt itself, it's about the flavor within the food that you're seeking to bring out. And in the same way, in the course of those conversations, when we use grace and we're thinking graciously towards people, we will bring out good flavors around the conversations that we have that will make for fruitful conversations, and not just simply creating more barriers to Jesus because of the way we converse. So my thoughts for today, this week, everybody have a good week. And like I put in the note again before, or in the description, again, if these things are blessing you and you want to make a contribution to the work that Tina and I do with Communitas North America, there is a link there that you can use for that purpose. Thank you. God bless.